Good morning, coders. Most welcome, and thank you for creating time to join us today for the second bootcamp session. So in the last session, you guys really interacted with us well, and you were able to ask questions about the program as well, where we are heading to. You're able to inquire about what you can create. We were really excited about that. And we learned about concepts of the web, and we introduced HTML. So I know in the group here, we have some who are experts or some who have knowledge, or they have experience in coding that are more than what we are doing. And we sent a form that you guys fill so that we know that, and we reach out to you and see the best way in which we can make sure that you are able to follow through, or you're able to gain as much as possible. So we will share that in a short while. But today I have exciting news. I've just been speaking, of course, about our executive director. I've said that she's always willing to help, always ready in case you have a problem. She is present with us today, and I am super excited because she's a professional she's an expert in web development. In addition to that, she has passion in mentoring other people. And I'm super excited because I can say I have been mentored through her as well. And I am excited because you're going to meet her as well. So I hope I hope you're ready. I hope you guys are ready to meet her. I welcome our director, Miss Ruth.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited and super happy to be joining the session today. Yeah, and I've been following the progress that you've been doing with Joanne, and I decided like today, absolutely, I have to join. So I'm joining in to listen what you are learning and also just get to understand the level that you are, because some of you will be working together. We'll be working with you on some of the projects we'll be working on. Yeah, and we are very excited and looking forward to see some of the projects that you will do. Yeah, and apart from that, we have very many programs in line that are there for you to benefit. So what motivates us to be able to continue supporting is the passion for you to continue learning. If you always have the passion, the drive, you will always be lucky to be part of our programs. You'll always be getting all the support that you need to participate in our program. So I want you to take the program very serious. It's like one of the best opportunity that you get, because we always receive a lot of applications, and I know some of you are not able to get into the code hack program, but if you are very committed, you never know, you might be selected to join either the second cohort or the third cohort. So just know we are here to continue supporting you, giving you all the support that you need to be able to succeed, especially on coding, web development, and also mobile. But for this session, I'll be working with some of you in web development to create amazing projects. Yeah, so I'm very happy, and thank you so much for having me, John.
Thank you so much as well. As you can see, I underpromised, and you are going to gain a lot more than what I said. So thank you so much. That's our executive director of Pwani Techno Girls, Miss Ruth Kaveke. Thank you. It's always an honor to have you. Thank you so much. And guys, as you can see, it is just about us committing and making sure that we create these projects. So I know last week we were able to speak about how, our level of experience in terms of coding, and some of you told me that you are either novices, beginners, okay, and then there are some who are in the middle, like they know their way around, but they're willing to learn, and then there are those who are experts. So I'm going to share a form with you again, but I make sure that I share the form again on WhatsApp so that you can be able to just follow through. And I mean, you can be able to group you to the right group. For example, if you are an expert in, let's say if you know your way around web, we have programs for that. for you to be able to create or to make an impact well. There's no need for you to always begin from scratch. So we have a program for that. I'm gonna share I've shared on chat. So check your chat, just fill in your details, and we will appreciate that. Yes. So fill in those details, and then we'll appreciate that. And then I will just do a recap of what we did last week, and we shall proceed. So if you have access to the form, and if you have access to the form and you're an expert and you already know what you're training, just feel free to fill the form. But if you have just begun, you're most welcome. And I know some were asking whether this program includes gents. Of course, we are. The program is called Coders American Spaces Kenya, and in the program we focus on youth, both male and female, from parts of Kenya, the entire parts of Kenya. So we are super happy to have you. Just come, feel free to join us, communicate to us. You can drop a message to our director, or you can drop a message to I. We are in the group. We are in the group, so feel free to just reach out to us, and we can help with that. So I'm just going to do a recap of what we did last week, what you learned last week, and then from there we shall see on. We shall proceed. We shall proceed. So last week, I'm going to share this URL again, because this is where you will understand what this project is about. Okay, let me put on the chat again. This is where you'll understand what this project is about. It's called Coders at American Spaces, Kenya. So just go to the website. Let me open share my screen. So just go to our website, polytechnogirls.org. You'll come to our work. You'll see Coders at American Spaces, Kenya. And there is an explanation of what you need, but we've explained this. And as you can see, the application is closed. So we are here, we select based on what we feel that we feel that you guys qualify. So we are happy that you guys have been able to join us. And as you can see, people have been able to create as much as possible. So we want you guys to be among those people who are creating. And I saw in the WhatsApp group, people are mingling and exchanging ideas on how they can be able to meet and brainstorm on their projects. We really encourage that. We highly encourage that. Most of you are from different universities. Like we see that people come from the same universities. You can form like a small group there, mingle and create something together. Or even if you're from the same region, Nakuru, you can meet up or you can link up and be informing us. You never know. We might have a surprise for such commitment. Great. So I'm going to open my slides so that we can just do a recap of what we did last week. And I'm super happy because, okay, I think there is a question. Oh, okay. Fantastic. Okay. People from Mombasa. Before I forget that. Polytechnogas is based in Mombasa. There is a space at Moi Avenue. We have a space at Moi Avenue that is equipped, fully equipped, computers, internet. Okay? So if you are a lady from Mombasa, please reach out to us. We'll give you directions, and we'll give you on the way forward on how you're going to utilize that space and even create your project from that space. Okay? Ladies from Mombasa, feel free to reach out to us. We will share with you on how you can access that space, and of course, and make sure that you gain access. So kindly give me a second. Just give me a second on this. Just give me a minute.
As we wait for John to come back, I would like to share that the American spaces currently most of them are not fully open, but once they are already open, we'll be able to share with you. And those who are in Nairobi, Nakuru, Lamu, and Mombasa, you'll be able to have access to the American spaces because American spaces have well-equipped computers, well-equipped internet. So when you come from those regions, please, once we ask these questions, let us know so that we'll be able to coordinate and support you to be able to go to the American spaces. You can work on your project, especially when you don't have like a laptop and also don't have like access to computer. So that is something that we really like to encourage all of you to be able to utilize that. But currently, since we've not yet confirmed with the American space, we invite all of you, if you are in Mombasa, you can join and also learn and utilize the resources that we have at our office. Yeah, so as we wait for Joan to come back, anyone who has a question, please go ahead. I can check them as we wait for her to come back. Yeah, so anyone else with a question? And I hope we all know that at the end, we have to create solutions and we are going to be guided by the facilitators and we are going to award best solutions in different design. So I also hope you'll take advantage of that. And apart from just learning, also think up of creative, innovative solutions that you can develop in health, democracy, security, and economy. But as we move on, we'll guide you on all these steps. Yeah. And we really look forward to see some of the amazing projects you'll come up with. There are some coders who started a little bit earlier than you. They've been able to acquire and started working on their projects. Yeah, and we believe that you'll be able to do that. Yeah, so let's keep learning, keep asking as many questions as possible, and you'll learn from us. Yeah, so I'll just stop and then I can check the chat. Yeah, for some of you who joined a little bit late. For some of you who joined a little bit late, my name is Ruth. I work closely with Joan. I'm the director and I'll be supporting you in some of the projects that you'll be working on. I'm a web developer by profession. Yeah. So we are really looking forward to supporting you and I'm very happy to connect with you. Yeah, so I want you to be very free. So we are waiting for Joanne to come back and continue. But meanwhile, I hope you are able to fill the form that, yeah, good morning, Angel. Yeah, you are able to fill the form that has been shared. Yeah, and maybe as you also maybe fill the form, any one of you can share what they last remember they did. Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much, Angel, for letting me know. Awesome. It's very good to communicate. So let me know. You can just, if you feel you can unmute yourself and speak, that's well. If you feel you can put it on the chat, that's fantastic. And let me know what you remember you are able to learn. Let me check on the chat. Oh, okay. Okay, Angel, I can. All right. Does any one of us remember what they were able? Yes. Hello, Lillian. How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, I'm just asking. Now that the program is based. Now that the program is based in Mombasa, Does it mean that the solutions that you are creating, do they have to be like, do we have to create solutions concerning the communities in Mombasa or anywhere in the country or in the world?
Oh, wow, that's a very good question. So the project, actually currently the project is not only based in Mombasa, the project is running across all American spaces. That is in Nakuru, Nairobi, Lamu, and Mombasa. So currently those are the 4 centers that American spaces are located. And the reason why we said that you can come and join our office in Mombasa, because currently we are not closed and the American spaces is not fully confirmed if they are open. Yeah, so the project that you're supposed to develop, they're supposed to be, well, like they're supposed to be problems that affects like our country. They should be in security, they should be in health, they should be in economy and democracy. Like you can have a, like maybe we can decide to have a look at democracy. What is it that you always see in democracy? Is it maybe how people vote, how people receive information? So we want to empower you with the right skills so that you are able to do this. Yeah, Lillian, I hope that did that help?
Thank you very much.
Oh, very welcome. Anyone
it
else?
did help a great deal. Thank you very much.
Welcome, Lillian. Anyone else with a question that you feel you need some clarification? I'm very happy to do that. Yeah, and I can see some of you, I can see on the chat, some says that you're able to learn Sublime Text, you're able to learn tags. That's really great. Any other that you can remember? Anyone who is able to share their screen? Anyone who is on their laptop and they would like to share their screen, we can continue from where you left. Any brave lady? You don't have to like to explain everything. We'll just continue from where you reached. Yeah, anyone who like to share their screen? Do we have anyone who is bold and would like to share their screen? Let me see the one who's confident and was able to do something on the last week. Anyone who can share their screen? Oh, great. That's a good question, Sharon. When you check below on the Zoom, there is an area that it's written share content. Are you able to see that? And I hope also Madam John also reminded you that we'll be giving you internet support for the people who are working on your projects, and we'll be sending to you in M-Pesa so that you can work on your projects. But at least you need to start working on your project. So, oh, come again, please. Okay, Sharon. So when you look below your Zoom, you'll be able to see an area that it's written share content. Can you see that? Yeah, so when you click share content, let me know if you're able to share. Yeah, like I can share my screen. You can, yeah, let me know if you're able to share. If you're not, I can give you the permissions to share. Then we can continue from there. Yes, Sharon, I'm waiting to see your screen if you're able to do that. Great. All right, so let me know if you're able to, oh, thank you, oh, awesome. You are, oh, great, so you're not using the same laptop, but if you have any one of us who has Sublime Text installed, and they would like to share the screen, you can continue learning from there. Anyone who would like to share their screen? Okay. If not, I can share from my end. I can share from my end using I was logging using another account. 1 minute, then I'll share. All right. I think Joanne is back. Welcome back, Joanne.
Thank you so much. I apologize for that huge delay, and thank you for your patience. So maybe you can kind of fill me in what the coders were doing. Yeah.
Okay, so I was just trying to catch up with them, asking them what the last thing they were able to do, and if they had any question. So Sharon wanted to share her screen, but unfortunately she's using a different laptop. Yeah, so I think you can just continue from where you stopped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right away. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you so much, Sharon, for offering to share the screen. And we really appreciate that. And we know we will learn as we go forward how to share our screens, because the moment you encounter a problem, we will have to be able to see your screen at least, so that we can be able to assist. Thank you so much. Okay. Now let me share my screen. Is the Great. So last week we were able to look at the website introduction to the internet. We learned about the terms that you will encounter when you face the internet. We learned about all the, how the internet works, of course. We learned that whenever you access the internet, or whenever you are a developer, there are some terms in which you are going to be able to just have to know, like the domain, the browser, HTTP. We also, if you can check our previous video, have a look at it, and then you can be able to see. But this is just a recap of what we did. We also talked about what a website is, and we also discussed about the importance of the website, or importance of a website. So with the importance of the website, most of you shared, and some of you said that, of course, it is important because you can market your goods. All your answers were correct. So after that, we installed Sublime Text. We looked at the tools for creating websites. We looked at the tools for creating websites, and we went ahead and installed Sublime Text. Of course, you must have a browser, because websites run in a browser, or because they are scripts. And then, of course, you must know how to edit some images here and there. And I promised this week we are going to show you a free site in which you can get images for free. And then we started with HTML. And we learned about how the HTML tags work, and we created the first site using HTML. So I'm going to open my Sublime Text 3, like that. I'll share that specific screen. Let me share again. Great. So we learned about Sublime Text, and we learned about how you can work on a HTML, or how you can create a website. And we created our first website. So I'll just do a recap of what we are seeing here. So assume that you're really new in coding, okay? Last week, we said that whenever you want to create a website, or whenever you want to start learning web development, there are some certain concepts in which it is very important for you to know, of which you have to have an editor. And an editor that I prefer is the Sublime Text 3. So make sure that you install Sublime Text, or you can use Visual Studio Code if you think that is suitable for you. On personal level, I use Sublime Text 3 and Visual Studio Code sometimes. Madam Ruth uses both as well. So it's just some of us just like alternating, but you can start with this because this one is small, only 10 MBs for you to get the Sublime Text 3. And then we said that these websites, whenever you create them, you have to have a browser. So that when you run them, you have to open in browser. So when you understand HTML, it opens ways for you to learn other languages like Python, scripting, other languages in the web like PHP, of which I know we are going to proceed and learn PHP, the advanced concepts of PHP, and using even content management system. And we will walk you through that. So this is the HTML. This is how a HTML document looks like. The moment you say doc type HTML, you are telling all the browsers that are interacting with this site that, hey, you are opening a document which is of type HTML. And then in HTML, the moment you open, this is how tags work. The moment you open tag, I'll just wrap this so that we can just have a look at it again. So the moment you open HTML like that, this shows that you have, this is where you're going to put your content. This is where you're going to put your content. It is the, let me say, it is the root of all the HTML code that you're going to open. So it is HTML, and then you close with a closing tag HTML. So this is how you open the tag in layman's language. You open it using the element name, and then you close it using the element name, but the closing tag has this hash in front of it. Don't forget that. That's how you work with HTML. Of course, there are some exceptional tags like breaking and so on, which you're going to look at, like image, that don't follow this rule. But in HTML, the rule is when you open, you have to close it. You open it using the same the element name, and then you close it using the same element name. Higher. Inside HTML, we have what we call the head tag. So when you type head tag like that, it can autocomplete for you, especially if you've saved the work. So usishtuke, don't worry, because this is a smart editor. It knows that you're working with HTML. So inside the head tag, in the head tag, we have a couple of things of which we learn as we progress, but the main one is the one that is the main one that we're going to look at today is title, okay? It's title, because title is the one that appears at the top. Let me just show you again. I'll just share my entire screen so that I don't go back and forth. Let me just show you again. Title is the one that appears at the top. Whenever you have a browser like this, okay? Whenever you have a browser like this, there are some, like for example, at our website, Coders at American Spaces, you can see there is a title there, Coders at American Spaces, then Pwani Technogas. That's where the title appears. And then inside the head, we're also going to put some scripts in case we want to modify our site to look pretty. We use CSS or cascading style sheets. We're going to look at that also as we progress, hopefully in the next session. So in the title, we can say my first website. This is just a recap of what we did. Then after the title, of course, you come outside the head and then press enter. But inside after the head, we have what we call body. Now in body, this is where everything happens. This is where you put everything and it will appear on the page. And we used an example last week of H1, whereby we say, let me say, I can say my first heading. And then the second one, we can say a paragraph, of course. And then I can say my first paragraph, like that. So when I save this and then I right click and then open in browser, I'll be able to see that this is what we did. I'll be able to see that, wow, I've created my first website. And this is my first heading, this is my first paragraph. And as you can see at the title here, we have my first website as the title, okay? So any question up to that point before we progress to learning other elements of HTML? Any question? Awesome. Awesome, guys. Now, oh, okay, I think there is a question. Have a look. Oh, okay. Thank you, Noor, for letting us know. I'm happy. I'm happy that you guys are following. And okay. Now, when there are certain, okay, headings and paragraphs are not the only elements in HTML. There are so many elements that you can interact with, and we can start just by looking at them in brief. And then from here, I will send you guys some sort of assignment, not really an assignment, but just it's more of an exploration work in which you can be able to look at all the other elements that are there in HTML. So other than headings and paragraphs, of course, we have what we call an image, okay? That is really important. We can have what we call an image. So before I go to what images are, when I come back to my Sublime code, H1 is not the only heading. H1 is not the only heading in HTML. We have up to H6. So you can just try that. For example, you open the tag H2, and then say second, you can say heading 2, like that. And then you press enter, H3. The moment you tap enter, of course, it auto-completes for you. You can type there inside heading 3, like that. H4, heading 4. Of course, up to what we call heading 6. And you'll be able to see that these headings vary in sizes, okay? These headings vary in sizes. The moment you refresh your browser, you can be able to see that these headings vary in sizes. Okay. Another thing that you can learn about paragraph is you can be able to create as many paragraphs as possible. And paragraphs can contain longer messages. And there is this website that it's worth mentioning because most web developers use it. It contains lorem ips. Let me just Google, you can just Google lorem ipsum text. And with this lorem ipsum, you are able to fill in some texts that you, for example, if you want to use a dummy text, you're just creating a website that you don't need to that doesn't have the content yet. You can use this to fill. So I'll just copy this and then I'll come to, it's loremipsum.io. We will share with you this immediately as we are sharing the video of this session as well for your perusal. So let me just share this with you again. Lorem ipsum, I'll just paste there, lorem ipsum. So a paragraph can contain as many texts as possible. And then if I put that as there, and then I come here and refresh my browser, you can be able to see that the paragraph has been elongated. And you can have multiple paragraphs. If I put a paragraph there, I can also put a paragraph like that and say second paragraph. So they're just paragraphs. You can put as many paragraphs as you want. So after you put that, the moment you make any change in your browser and you've already opened in the browser, you can just come back to where you've opened and hit the refresh button. You can be able to see the changes that you have made, okay? Then there are special ways in which you can display your texts, okay? The special ways in which you can display your texts. And these ways are, for example, in links. So how do you display links? Links are in a way that you can be able to link one page to another, or you can be able to link your page to an outside page, okay? Let me just come to Pwani Technogirl's website, and you can be able to understand that a bit better. pwanitechnogirls.org. So in the website, you can be able to see that we have different links to other pages. Like this is the home page, and this is not all. This is the home page, and it's not all because we have more content. And then there is the About Us, where you can see multiple links here: mission, why Polytechno Girls team, and so on. Then Code Hack project, our work, getting. So as you can see, these are links. They are links to other websites, okay? And then, for example, here, when you say for our program partners, and then we want to know about American spaces, you can click there and you can be able to see the, it opens in another tab. Or for example, we are here at the tweets section. You can be able to click and it can open from Twitter, okay? So these are what we call links. And it's very important for you to understand what links are, because they are essentially, or they're basically what what you use as a developer to link users, to another page, or to link them to another URL or something like that. So how do we go about it? We don't just use the normal paragraph. We use what we call anchor tags, okay? We use what we call anchor tags. And anchor tags in HTML are introduced by an A, like that. You just write an A like that. When you hit enter, of course, an anchor tag has what we call some attributes, of which I'm going to explain in a short while. So this time I'm not going to hit enter so that it auto-completes for me, because I want us to understand what anchor tag basically is. So this is how you normally open anchor tag. You open the way we have said that we are opening in HTML, like the way we open tags in HTML. And then when you open the anchor tag, there is what we call, there are special things in HTML we call attributes, okay? And attributes, they are majorly additional, what we can say is additional information or additional elements that define the HTML element. So for example, how do you put now an attribute? In anchor tag here, or in any HTML element, you come to the opening tag. Inside those tags, you press enter, space, you press a space, and then you put your attribute inside there. So anchor tag have special attributes called href, like that. So you write href, then equal, and to, and quotation marks. So what are we saying? Anchor tags have a special attribute called href, and href means it is going to refer you to the website or to the URL that it's going to open, okay? So for example, I want this anchor tag to open for me Pwani Techno Girls' website. So I'll just type the URL there, https://www.pwanitechnogirls.org, like that. And then you are done with putting the attribute, but you want to show the user that, okay, this will link to Pwani Techno Girls website, or you can say to Pwani Techno Girls website, like that. So when I save this and come and refresh in my browser, okay, and come and refresh in my browser, I can be able to see this is an active link to Pwani Techno Girls website. So I can click there, it will be able to load the URL that I've given, okay? It will be able to load the URL that I've given. So that is the power of anchor tags. It is the power of anchor tags. We're going to see how you can style these anchor tags using CSS. And it's really important for us to understand that because you're going to use that as much as possible. Now, we also have what we call HTML images. I said that we're going to look at images as well. So let's have a look at images. Now, in images are space. You are going to create, you're going to create an image without having to open IMG tag and close IMG tag, because it is a self-closing tag. It is exceptional. Images are Images is one of the exceptional tag in HTML that you don't open the normal way. So how do you open an image? You write IMG like that, okay? And then it has an attribute called SRC to mean source, okay? That means source. Then you put like that, okay? and then you can close it like that, or you can even put a forward slash like that. It both will work. So in this source, this is now where we are supposed to understand better. Okay.
Hey, excuse me, John. I
Yes,
think
please.
someone's saying they can't see your screen. That is Nur Swale, but I
Okay,
can see her screen. Maybe anyone else who has a challenge.
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think others are able to see. Maybe what you can do, Nur, you can just leave the group and join back again.
Oh, thank you for that,
Yeah.
Madam Ruth.
I think the rest are able to see.
Ah,
Welcome.
awesome. Okay. Um, okay. Uh, oh, Madam Ruth, are you still able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you and I can see your screen.
Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry. On my end, I think Zoom has told me that it was not responding, so I got a bit terrified a little bit. Thank you for confirming.
Okay, welcome.
Oh, great. Now, okay, let me come to. Okay, so we were talking about images. So let me just be patient with this Zoom. And yes, it's back. Thank you. Now we're talking about images, and there are different ways in which you can link images. Of course, there is ways in which you can link images from a URL, okay, from a URL. And I think at this point is when I'm going to at least introduce you to how you can access, where you can access free images, because please, please, please don't go to just Google and type, for example, you're creating a website about food, you type biryani, click on that biryani, download it, and then no. You have to get images from places, either you capture it yourself or get images from sites that provide these images for free without licenses, okay? If you take anyone's image, they can sue you even. They can sue you. So there are two sites in which there are free sites. Of course, there are multiple, but there are some sites in which I feel like they are our favorites, and it's worth noting. So okay, yes. So one site is called Pixabay, okay? Pixabay.com. Pixabay. We'll share, of course, this as well after the meeting has ended. So you have pixabay.com, and in Pixabay, you can be able to get free images. Though, when you Google, for example, I Google food like that, you'll be able to see that there are some images at the top, sponsored images by iStock. These images, of course, are you're supposed to buy. You are supposed to buy them. When you want, for example, you want to use this image, you can buy them. But there are the ones which are free at the bottom. Please use them. You can just search and you'll be able to find images that you need, okay? Other than pixabay.com, we have what we call unsplash.com. And then in unsplash.com, you can be able to find very high quality images, and you can just search. For example, if you Google food like that, I like food. So yes, you can be able to find high quality images there for free. And you can use this in your sites for free. If you like whichever specific food and you want to use it for